Good evening and welcome back to RickSwanRacing. For those of you who have checked out the channel before, tonight we're going to do something a little bit different. We're jumping out of LeMans Ultimate and going to jump back into some iRacing tonight and do some GT3 racing. Yesterday, today is Wednesday, so as of yesterday, excuse me, both LeMans Ultimate and iRacing updated their weekly schedules, so I usually try to see what's coming up and what's fun to race. There's a couple series this week in iRacing that look like a lot of fun. There's the Red Bull Ring with the GT3 series, and then there's IMSA, which is in Brazil, which is a tricky track. Might try that race. Looks like it might rain at that event, which rain in iRacing is hard, really, really hard, and I am so slow on the rain. And then this week in LeMans Ultimate is a lot of holiday related, Halloween related stuff. So there's some pretty good events going on there. There's a mixed class at Sebring that I might try to do a little bit later in the week. But for tonight, I'm going to jump into a GT3 and I'm going to get on with it. And I'm going to start practicing. So let's load this thing up and get it going. Yep, so tonight I'm going to be running the Corvette. I really like the Corvette, which is relatively new to iRacing. It was added, I think, in the previous season, maybe a little bit earlier, but I like it. It's a lot of fun, definitely different to drive, and I enjoy the Corvettes either way, but I'm a big BMW fan, but for now I'm doing the Corvette. So let's jump into a practice session, see if I can get in on it. Take a minute or two to load up. All right, already looks like there's quite a few people already in there practicing for the, I guess it'll be the 7:15 race here on the East Coast of the United States. Yeah, I would like to, I'm running a little shy of 1600 rating right now, but I took quite a bit of time off from iRacing to do LeMans Ultimate. I like, as I've said before, I really like the mixed class stuff, and that is offered in both series, which is it's just a lot of fun. I find it a bit more challenging than just fixed class or single class racing. It's just a different dynamic. I mean, the fixed class, or not the fixed class, but the single class stuff is just can be brutal. Everybody's really evenly matched. There's so much door-to-door action, as I'm sure we're going to see in this Red Bull Ring race. It's tight, and everybody's all over each other. And then in the mixed class stuff, it's a whole different dynamic of having to deal with, if you're the slower car, having to deal with people trying to get by you and trying to figure out where you should let up a little in a corner to let the faster prototype go by so they don't kill you, or if you're running a prototype, being able to time those corner entries so that you can get through clean, because it seems like so many people just get taken out just due to struggling with their spatial awareness or their situational awareness and being able to manage traffic. So that's definitely half the battle. Yeah, and you'll find I'm constantly trying to adjust this camera a little bit because I try to keep it down out of the roll bars. Actually, strangely enough, I have a full cage in this thing, just for immersion and to mount all my stuff too. But I try to keep it so the camera is pointed entirely inside the cabin. But all right, so the system is loaded. So I'm going to take a quick second here and make sure it's not going to rain, which I don't think it's supposed to at this event. According to this, it's not going to. Good. And I believe this is fixed, but I'm going to go look anyways, and it is fixed. So fixed setup, so everybody's running the same setup, which is fun. Makes it pretty evenly matched, provided that the balance of performance is matched between the cars, which generally I think they are. I know LeMans Ultimate had a problem with that for a little while, where there was huge disparity early on with like the Ferraris being untouchable, but for now, in iRacing seems to work pretty well. So let's get on with it and get some practice in before the race starts. Alrighty, let's go do this thing. I did not hear my spotter, so I'm going to have to reload that. Maybe I'll come around next lap, pull in. Yeah, and as with everything, got cold tires. I'm going to take it pretty easy this first one because I'm not really looking to set it on fire here. And plus, I'm going to be pitting in just a minute so I can figure out why my spotter's not working. So I'm going to stay out the way of this guy, let him go by. And go down the pit. So we're going to hold up here for a minute and see if I can figure out why I don't have a spotter.
Radio check.
Alright, there we go. Let's give it a try. Not that I needed new tires, but thank you. Do it again. So I'm actually going to cheat, and I'm going to jump out right now without getting clobbered.
Radio check.
Alright, I think I figured it out. It's because I had him set up to run for LeMans Ultimate, so I had it set up for the wrong sim, so that is completely on me. Start the car again. Alright, let's do it.
The pit lane speed limit is 50 miles per hour.
Yeah, it definitely helps when you have it set up for the right lane.
131.66.
Oops.
Pit exit looks clear.
All on me. Nice cold tires.
New fastest lap for Bruno. The left side.
Clear
left. The leader's just done it. 129.76.
Tires warm up a bunch here before I decide to push. Oh, like this guy in front of me who nearly ate it. chase him around for a minute or two for practice. Tires are still cold. Shouldn't be surprised. It's only what, second lap.
First, you're currently 3.5 off the pace. That last lap was at 133.24.
Guess I'll let this guy in McLaren go by me because he's itching and he's definitely faster. At this point, I'm just trying to get the car warmed up and get some rhythm here. I haven't done iRacing in a while, and I haven't done this track in a while either, so I gotta kind of get some practice in. You're definitely going from a prototype to GT3 is a very different driving experience. Start trying to push up on this guy if we can, just for fun.
P22.
Let this guy go by.
Carla, clear left.
I like to chase guys who are faster just to kind of see how they do their lines. You know I'm not as fast as some of these other guys, so it's kind of fun to just be the dog chasing the rabbit, I guess, for lack of better words. I like to see how their lines differ from mine, see where they're braking, see maybe where, learn from them a little bit, see if there's places that I can gain a little bit of speed. Unlike that guy over there. He decided to put himself in the grass instead.
Off the pace.
I think the McLarens are pretty strong too. They're also new to the sim, And, you know, I don't know what kind of balancing they've had to do to equalize them a little bit, but they usually, it seems to me, that cars that first come out into the sim tend to be real strong early on until they balance them.
28. Sector 3 is 1.1 off the pace.
Thought I wasn't going to stop. Once you get on that paint, it gets real slick.
Sector 1 is 0.46 off the pace.
That's not too bad. Way too deep. And might turn it off. No, thought I was going to be able to save it. Oh well. Don't hit me, don't hit me.
Car right side's clear.
Yeah, that was my own bad. I ended up hitting the brakes a little bit on the late side, and in return, I dragged the brakes a little bit too deep. Hi there. Dragged the brakes a little too much, and in doing so, just rotated on me, locked the doors. Definitely my bad on that one.
B33. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Not to mention trying to stop on the outside there, trying to stop on the paint. I don't really see my brake, my ABS kicking in, but I have to believe that, you know, being out on that is impacting it somehow.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
Nope. Can we go wide there too?
Mind these track limits, please, Rick.
It's one thing I noticed about the Corvette in both, especially in LeMans Ultimate, because you know in this it's a GT3, but in LeMans Ultimate it's the GTE, so you don't get all the traction control and ABS and all the other assists and everything. So you definitely have to be a little bit carefuler with it because it's not going to be as forgiving, and it will show you that if you're not paying attention, you pay for it. But definitely the GT3s and like iRacing and such, you can lay into the brakes a lot harder, and you really push your limits a lot more because you have all those assists. A little deep.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Yeah, and I also, one thing I noticed that I do last few races too, I'm not looking through the corners. You know, it's one of the things they teach you a lot. And I know when I was doing like performance motorcycle stuff, you pretty much had to, but you got to look through the corners. The idea was that wherever your eyes are is where you're going to go, and if you're not looking in the right place, you're not going to hit the lines that you want. And that was especially true with motorcycles. I mean, I'm sure it's true with all motorsports, but I know when I was doing Viking stuff that they were like, "No, you got to look, because you got to look where you want to go, not where you don't want to go." And that was definitely a thing that they talked about with motorcycles, with accident avoidance was the idea.
40. You're now 2.9 seconds off the pace.
The idea of
Sector 3
like
is
if you're
0.9 off the
panicking
pace.
in a motorcycle, that if you're looking for a gap in the hedge for your bike to go because you think you're going to crash, then ultimately that's where you're going to end up. And for my days of doing rallycross, that was definitely a thing of, you know, you spend so much time in rally looking out the side windows because the cars are not, you know, the angle of attack is pretty profound, you know, that you got to have your head on a pivot. Right now for the track stuff, I'm just trying to focus on being smooth and controlled with my inputs. And then a little bit of trail braking. One thing I noticed about the Corvette, the Ferrari too, in a lot of the sims, is being mid-engine, and having not a lot, what feels like not a lot of front end weight or downforce, they tend to push a lot.
E42. Sector 3 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Okay, hopefully I'm back again. I couldn't tell if my session decided to blow up or not, but looked to me like the stream might have ganked out on me, but maybe it's working now. Let's see, we got about 3 minutes left to the race. So let's go back out and practice a little bit more, this time with a YouTube that is hopefully working. At least for a few more minutes here. Lots of people sitting in the pit.
All clear on pit exit. We've got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them.
Somebody parked over there. Seems like an interesting place to park, but at least he's not on the line. Like I had that race the other day in LeMans Ultimate at Monza, where the guy decided to just leave the car arbitrarily right in the right in that first chicane. So that's a really great place to leave your car, dude. Thanks. Amazingly, nobody killed him. I really expected somebody to come clean that guy out. I was like, by the end of the race, I would have put money on it. That by the end of the race, somebody was going to completely T-bone that guy and splatter him all over the place and end his own race, which would have kind of sucked for the guy. But it must be he was enough offline that people just kind of figured it out. Feels like the Corvette in iRacing is geared really low for some reason. Like I find some tracks like Le Mans and stuff, you're really quick to peg out the RPMs. Like it's just you want an extra gear, and I find myself looking for an extra gear, but yeah, I don't know why that is. I don't know whether in real life it is geared super low or. All right, we'll see a lot of people disconnecting, so that means that the session's about to begin. So let's get ready for that.
Front right, 100%. Rear left, 100.
That's a good looking car. I love the livery on this car. The WEC one. Need to find a model of that, I think, for my wall back here. Yeah, I hope to see more Corvettes in the series, and the Mustangs too. The new Mustangs are gorgeous. I got to see the new Mustang. Where did I see that? It was at the Rolex in Daytona this year, right after they rolled it out. Unfortunately, didn't get to watch the Rolex. We got to see the Pilot Challenge, but didn't get to see the Rolex itself. So I'm hoping that 2025 I can get down there and film it. Yeah, anytime now. You know what? Maybe I made a mistake on this, and then I'd be a big fat idiot if I did it. I bet you I made a big fat mistake on that. Probably what I did. I am a total idiot. I actually signed up for the practice session but didn't sign up for the race. That was pretty stupid of me. Alright. Well, next best thing. Let's go look at this. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a real quick break. I'm going to come back in just a moment, and I'm going to do the race in Brazil, I think, in the IMSA event, which should be going off in a little bit. So I'm going to jump in and practice, and we will get to see some racing in the rain, which is going to be utterly terrifying. Because I made a big mistake, and I really wanted to do that GT3 race, and I just realized, if I'm correct, that I actually signed up for just the practice, but not the race, which was pretty stupid, I'll admit. Alright, I will be right back. Alright, let's try this again. That was pretty dumb of me. I can't believe I did that. I got so caught up in trying to get this stream going that I completely neglected to join the session. I just like, yeah, let's go do a practice session. Oh wait, the race started? Well, that was stupid. Okay, so, but I really want to do the GT3, so I'm going to take one more look and see if there's any chance they're going to do a staggered race or if it's on the hour. Kind of hoping they do it staggered. Let me see. Actually, it's worse than that. Looks like they do it every 2 hours, so I think I'm going to go jump into a practice session. I'm going to sign up for the race in Brazil for the mixed class, and like I said, I like mixed class anyways. The downside, like I said, is that this is going to be in the rain, so this is going to be pretty scary. And this race is at 7:45, so yeah, actually if I jump in right now and sign up for this in the Corvette again, this is also fixed. This is the so iRacing runs two IMSA series. They run a fixed and then an open setup. The fixed to me feels a little bit better level loaded between cars. That way you're not stuck basing it on the quality of the setup that you can get, and there's a variety. Like I use Craig's setups, and they do pretty good by me, but I know there's definitely quite a bit of variation depending of if you try different ones. But I should probably pay attention, and I'm going to go ahead and register for this race in the Corvette. So we're going to do that one. One way or another, I'm going to race something. And this track by itself I find it to be really challenging. I would say my nemesis overall is Silverstone. I just have a really hard time with Silverstone for some reason. But this track is tricky. And I can only imagine in the rain it's going to be a mess. But no, hey, let's give it a go. While we wait for this thing to load up. Yeah, I can see where this track in a prototype would be really tricky in the wet. And it's interesting like how iRacing picks and chooses which tracks they want to include into the series, and which tracks they decide that they want to include into the series. Like I did one at Lime Rock, and I was it was multi-class. It was the GTPs and the GT3s, which was not a good combination for that. But I ended up running a GT3 and did fairly well. But it just the key to success in that was just keeping your nose clean and just looking over your shoulder and realizing that the prototypes are going to come wailing up on you, and just give them ample room. And the easier you make it for them to get by you, the more likely that you're going to survive, because those guys, they can be pretty aggressive. And as you've seen in the videos here too, I race both. I race the prototypes and I run the GT3s, and they're both very different in how you drive them for sure. But sometimes people, I think they jump into the prototypes because they're sexy, they're a good-looking car, they're fast, they're sleek. But sometimes I think some people are just not ready for something that is that fast. All right, is it raining yet? Ooh, it looks ugly. All right, let's check out the forecast here. New feature in iRacing. So is it going to rain? As of right now, it is not raining. Track is dry. Actually, it doesn't look like it's going to rain at all. So for now... Oh, and that's right. This is fixed setup. And I'm going to go on a dry tire for now. Let me see if they have... Oh, just fixed setup dry. Okay. Maybe they... I don't know. I haven't... maybe they only run dry for the fixed. That would be cool. I'm up for that. But either way, let's do it.
Pit lane speed limit is 50 miles per hour. Track's clear. Push, push, push.
This has a long pit exit. And it feels narrow. But I'm not as familiar with this track, so I'm going to be pretty cautious.
Okay, Rick, there's a faster car clear left.
Wait for my tires to warm up a bunch. Lots of smoke right there. Now the spot where I get a lot of off tracks right in here. Try to get my tires a little bit warmed up here before I get into it too hard.
Car left, clear left.
Must be something coming out of the pit. I'm gonna get off and let this Porsche go by.
Clear right.
He's got warm tires and he's looking fast. Guess I'll follow him over there. Where you going?
Now delete this lap, you've cut the track.
I don't blame them. Let's see if this prototype's going to go out around me.
On your right, there's a faster car clear right. Car left, clear left.
I saw him flashing up, so LMP2 trying to get by me. Oh, I just looked behind me and looked like an LMP2 just went straight off into a barrier at like 100 miles per hour. That's gonna hurt.
V6. Alright Rick, there's a faster class car approaching. Car right.
Trying to get that
Right
guy.
side's clear.
Loads of room. Push out after behind him. Too deep. I imagine in real life this track must be an absolute blast. It feels super flowy, but for whatever reason on the sim, I just find
Sector
it
2 is
pretty tricky.
1.8 seconds off the pace. The car in front has just done a 137.65.
Wide. Stay off the grass. You get off in that grass and you're dead. It's like grass is like off camber into the wall like a giant gutter. Probably can't even get back out of there. If you ended up there, you'd have to tow back.
Seventh position. You've just done a 138.67. Car left. Clear left. Left side.
Yeah, should be a prototype coming
Still
out.
there.
There it is.
Clear left.
Me too. Dude, jamming on the brakes. If you don't like my driving, get off the sidewalk.
The guy ahead's last lap time is a 138.04. Sector 2 is 2.0 off the pace.
Oh, I bet. That corner is messing me up. I gotta figure that one out.
E9, good lap. That's your quickest so far. That puts you 4.7 off the leader's pace. Sector 3 is 4.1 off the pace.
Nice looking yellow McLaren.
Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. The car ahead has just done a 136.61.
Yeah, I gotta be careful there because I find what I'm doing. I just realized I think what I'm doing there is I'm staying on the brake a little too long and I'm pitching it in and I can feel the rear end start to want to slide out, and that seems like it wants to come out, and then if I get off into that side, it's gonna get ugly. Like I said about that grass, it's bad.
Position. That's your fastest lap today. You're now 3.8 off the leader's pace. Well, that was a 137.09.
I'm slow. That's okay. The thing is, for me, it just feels so much like
Sector 1
this type of racing is as much about survival as it is about maintaining speed. Saw him coming up, looking in the mirror. Guy's blinking on me.
Sector 2 is 1.6 seconds off the pace. Okay, Rick, we need to watch these track limits.
Guess I'll let this Corvette go back because he's definitely faster than me.
Left side. Still there. Clear left.
Nice little delivery. real nice, actually.
V12.
I guess this Porsche's going to try
On
to
your
get
left.
it. Great, dude. Then
Clear
go.
left.
Let you go. It's just practice. Yeah, like I said earlier, I like to follow people too, because it gives me a sense of maybe where I might be able to pick up some speed, because I know I'm kind of on the slow side.
There's a faster car approaching. Car
This
right.
guy go.
Clear right.
It's good because he was going to go either way. So.
Sector 2 is onwards left side. Clear left. Track limits, this lap will be deleted.
Do is we're going to pit this time in and see how much time we got left. I think it's probably getting relatively close to race time.
Sector 2 is 1.2 off the pace. Okay, Rick, there's a faster class car approaching. What's your speed limit in the pits?
Alright, let's see how much time we got left.
300 feet. 100 feet. Front right, 95%. Right rear, 98.
It's got about 5 minutes until the race. Looks like they're going to change up my tires though. Yeah, we won't do that in the race though. In the race I will select to not have tires changed because you don't burn through them fast enough. At least in this race.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Your tyres are cold. Watch out. Clear right.
Took it easy this first lap with these cold tires that I really didn't need anyways. But
car behind's a faster class.
Yeah, I may have to try a prototype here. I bet you that guy just brushed me on the way by. A little closer, buddy. Yeah, I may have to try a prototype here. It could be a lot of fun in the dry.
Rick, there's a car exit in the pits, heads up. P15.
Maybe tomorrow I can, on Halloween, I can do the GT3 race that I plan to do tonight. Yeah, that was pretty stupid of me. I couldn't believe I did that. I guess on the bright side, I got plenty of practice in for Red Bull Ring.
Sector 3 is 0.8
I think
off
I
the
could
pace.
probably brake a little later there. Yeah, problem with that corner, that first corner, is if you get that wrong, it spits you way off into the wall and then you take damage.
Sector 1 is 1.3 off the pace. Alright Rick, there's a faster car approaching.
Oops, started feeling the rear end going. I'll go wide for this guy.
Right side's clear.
I think I have a bad habit of trail braking a little too much, and it kind of goes back to my, again, my days of rallycross and, you know, being in the dirt, where the only way to get your car to rotate is to get the ass to step out. You know, it's just kind of a
2.0 seconds.
Kind of a bad habit. I mean, definitely trail braking can make a big difference of getting better nose authority, but you know, I think I use it too much. That's a habit I gotta figure out. Ooh, didn't even see that guy. Jim, you didn't warn me that somebody was coming. Not cool, Jim.
P16. Sector 3 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. There's a faster class car behind.
Yeah, now you tell me. Thanks, Jim. Did you go for coffee or something? Seriously?
Car left. Clear left.
And there's the race. So I'm gonna go on a park right over here. And jump out of this. Someday, maybe. And join my race. All right. This ought to be fun. Hopefully it's not going to rain. I better pay really close attention to that. Find out soon enough. Yeah, and for anybody who joined late, I practiced at the Red Bull Ring for the GT3 race for probably a good half hour before realizing that I hadn't actually signed up for the race, that I had only jumped into a practice session. So I felt pretty stupid about that because I really wanted to do that one. So maybe tomorrow night I'll do that one. And then tonight I will race here in Brazil in the multi-class. And as I said earlier, I really like the multi-class stuff. It's just got a whole different dynamic to it that makes it really, really challenging. It definitely can become a game of attrition too, that even if you start quite a ways at the back of the pack, if you play your cards right, you can make it to the end and in a reasonably good position if you just keep your head in the game. I think I need a faster computer, maybe more RAM. It takes a while to load. I was excited. We finally got fiber here where we live. We had been cable for quite a while, which worked pretty good, but fiber is definitely faster.
Checkered flag, B16.
Okay, well, let me see what we got here. Is it going to rain? Let's look at the weather. What do we got? Track is dry. 1% chance of rain. Well, I guess we will run this with dry tires then and cross our fingers. But I imagine the track's going to be pretty cold though with all the cloud cover. I bet you it doesn't heat up terribly fast. Let all these people that are super eager to get out on track go. Oops, I guess I'll go on the other side.
Pit exit's clear.
Other side of the cone.
Limiter's still on. Disengage it.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Checkered flag. Well, that was a fast practice session. Again, check the weather again. Make absolutely sure we're just going to have dry. Yep, looks good to me. Hello, let's do it. All right, time to qualify. Wish it wouldn't put me here. Way up on the other side of the cone.
Disengage limiter.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks. So we'll take the first lap kind of on the easy side and try to get some heat in the tires before we try to push a little bit. And again, as I said, I have a feeling that with this haze and overcast that the track's going to stay kind of cool. Maybe might make it a little bit slippery.
The track temperature's falling. It's now 69 Fahrenheit.
It's almost as if Jim was listening to what I was saying. How would I have known he was going to say that the temperature's falling? Now, the thing about iRacing, which differs a little bit from, like, say, LeMans Ultimate. LeMans Ultimate gives you a timed qualification, so as many laps as you can get in is what you got. But iRacing only gives you, if I'm correct, only gives you the 2 laps, and that's it. So it feels like by the time, I mean, it would be cool if they just gave you a time limit so you could potentially squeeze in an extra lap, because for most of these times, you know, your tires aren't even really up to temp, in my opinion. But then again, everybody's suffering the same challenge of cold tires. And I hope it doesn't rain in this, because those corners are going to kill people. Which could work to your advantage. I will just be so slow. I did a race last season, and it was Canadian Tire.
The leader has just done a 133.22
in IMSA, and it was in a GT3, and it was my first race in the rain, and I was so far off pace. It was scary, especially with the multi-class. And I ended up finishing relatively well because so many people died from just overextending themselves and running out of, I won't say running out of talent. They just, for whatever reason, they just
B13
couldn't keep it on track.
Off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.5 off the pace.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like I said, I haven't been back on iRacing in a bit, so still kind of getting my feet back into it after being on LeMans Ultimate for a little while. Yeah, that's my excuse. That's what I'm going to say. So if I just completely suck at this race, I'm just saying, yeah, it's because I've been on the other sims so much, and they're just totally different, you know. So yeah,
0.3 seconds off the pace.
That'll be my excuse. But yeah, I could probably count on one hand the number of times I've actually raced at this track in a sim. So yeah, no, it's no surprise that I'm not going to be up to speed.
The leader has just done a 132.81. Sector 2 is 1.8 seconds off the pace. The leader's just done a 132.65.
I don't even know what my lap time is. Probably not great. Either way, it'll be an exciting race. This will be fun. Looking forward to it. Chicken flag.
P20.
P20. Alright, let's go back to the pits. Watch my car go around a little bit. Tighten up my boots. See if I can go back a couple laps, actually. We'll watch a little bit of this. Sorry, I gotta get really close to try to figure out how to do this. It's the downside of having this display here is you can see nothing on the bottom of the screen, but yeah, it's a good looking car. I like the Corvettes. They're nice. We got to see the, we went to Indianapolis, I guess it was last year, went to film the SRO GT World and GT Challenge and all that, the 6-hour event I think it was, and they had the prototype, or one of the early release GT3 Corvettes outside in all the black carbon fiber, and it was absolutely beautiful. They also had KTM, I guess it would have been a GT2 car. They had a KTM out there that was probably one of the coolest cars I've ever seen in person. Really looking forward to seeing more of that racing around. I did try it out in ACC. They had the KTM, they added the KTM to ACC, and it was really, really, really cool. But again, like I said, I really like the multi-class stuff, and unfortunately ACC is, for the most part, just entirely GT3. And unless you can get into low-fuel motorsports, you're pretty much at the whim of whomever happens to join the lobbies to jump in. So you get some really good people to race against, but you also get some people that are pretty bad hacks. Fix my camera a little bit here because it tends to migrate on the head. It's a downside to wearing a head cam is that it tends to wander around a little bit. And you'll see me looking up a lot because I'm trying to see how it's aimed in the top screen.
That's the end of the session. P23.
P23. Yeah. At least I'm not starting from the pit. Can't complain. Again, let's check this weather, because I'm still figuring out how the weather thing works. Yep, so it's not going to rain, so I can pit, or not pit, I can grid. Let's grid. Start the car. Make sure everything works. I'm going to go down here. And I'm going to turn my tire.
90 seconds.
Turn my tire option off. Because I do not want to change tires. Because I'm not going to need them. I'm pretty confident I'm not going to need them. And now they changed the mechanic. I believe originally they used to do it separately, where the it wouldn't change tires and fuel at the same time. But I believe now, I think they do it.
60 seconds.
I believe they do it all at the same time now. So, and if anybody wants to comment on it, let me know. But I'm pretty sure they now do fuel and tires at the same time. But fuel is fast, tires is not. So if you can avoid having to take tires. Not only will you end up going out on the track with tires that are already pretty much warmed up and sticky and everything, but it saves you a lot of time sitting in the pit.
.30 seconds. 35 minutes. Car number 33.
All right. Survive the first lap and let's see what
Okay, rolling start. Follow car number 20 in the left column.
Lots of Ferraris. Now just waiting for the go. Let's do it. Come on. I wonder how many cars are in this one. Looks like a pretty good sized field actually. Looking at my mini map down here. I've got a whole second display down on my right here, center console. One to run my stream, and then I've got a giant tablet that gives me gaps and positioning on the track, so that if I'm re-entering, I'm not going to kill somebody. One thing I don't like about the mechanic in iRacing is that the race starts when the prototypes go across, so that if the late cars like us are back here, like they can start right now, and it'll just be a mess because everybody's all spread out.
Catch up to car number 20.
I think it makes people at the end of the field get like way out of position.
Green, green, green.
There we go. So now I've got this crazy run on this group, which is great, but it's really not super realistic. All right, this guy's going to get me on the inside.
Car left. He's still there.
See, these guys got insane runs.
Hold your line. He's still clear left. Yellow flag.
See,
There's an incident in. Turn 3. Incident in. Center S. Looks like it's John. Okay, Rick. The next car is Andrew's car number 42, and their rating is 1.3.
The guy's in the wall. Oop, lots of death. Whoa.
On your left, clear left. There's an incident in Esquina do Lago. It looks like Mullins.
Bouncing hood. Nice. Where are you going? I think he's damaged.
Right. Clear right.
Yeah, I think he's hurt. He's going to try to make it back to the pit, just like this guy in front of me. So now I got to figure out how to navigate this stupid.
There's an incident in Herradura. You think it might be
down
down
all the cars going off. Let's see if I can make it through this without anybody killing me.
Car left.
I think there's a whole lot of cars
clear
with
left.
broken bodies. This guy's going to stay over here.
Car right. There's an incident. Pico de Pato. You think it might be Macaulay. Clear right. Yellow flag.
That guy's dead. Wow, there's like cars everywhere. So now time to try to settle down and get in a rhythm.
The guy in front is Haynes, car number 34.
That was crazy. There were so many parts flying everywhere. Don't try to go around the inside. No, he's going in the pit. Interesting. I wonder if he's damaged or if he forgot to put in race fuel.
Okay, Rick, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. V14. Incident in turn 5.
Alright, so now to settle down, get tires warmed up, and try to get on with it.
Car right, clear right. Incident in turn 7. Looks like it's Goodwin. The gap behind is now 1.0 seconds.
The thing that's tricky about these iRacing IMSA fixed races too is that sometimes it almost feels like you could go the entire race without needing fuel, but if I'm correct, I think you have to pit as part of the rules of it.
There's an incident in Hierino. It looks like Haynes. Yellow flag. th place. Just done a car, right side's clear.
I heard that guy in my back before I ever saw him. I heard that car come right up on the right side. I don't know if he ever broke, or if he either broke late or I broke earlier than he expected.
The next car is Santos, car number 41, and their rating is 1.3. There's an incident in Hierino.
Yeah, way too deep in that one, so I lost a lot of time on that one. Felt like.
Here come the LMP1 res.
This will be
Blue
fun.
flag.
Try to give this guy plenty of room.
That lap was at 136.42. Blue flag. Clear left. Blue flag. Left side. Clear left.
This guy has lots of room.
Alright Rick, there's a faster class car approaching. Blue flag. Car right. Clear right.
Felt like the rear end was trying to go.
Car left. Clear left.
Yeah, I fully expect this this blue car behind me to catch me. Alright, lots of traffic.
Blue flag.
Yeah, I expect to bleed off some positions. But not going to make it easy.
Left side. Clear left. Blue flag. You're in the middle. Clear left. Car right. Still there. He's still there. Still there. Still there. Clear all round. Car right. Faster car approaching.
Try to squeeze.
Hold your line. Blue flag. Right side's clear.
That guy tried to dive on the outside. Nice.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. Right side. Clear right. Blue flag. There's a group of faster cars behind you. They're racing for position. On your right. He's still there. Right side's clear. Car left. Clear left.
I'm actually amazed that me and that purple car didn't die.
Left side. Clear left.
I thought for sure we were going to get wicked tangled up and he was going to kill me. It's pretty ballsy move to go to the outside, but he'll get me eventually, probably.
There's a faster class car approaching. Blue flag.
Yeah, he'll get me this time.
Car left. Still there. Still there. Clear left. Blue flag.
Try not to dive bomb, but maybe I can make him a little bit nervous. He's definitely faster than I am. But make it hard on him.
Left side. Blue flag. Clear left. Okay, Rick. The next car is calling car number 31. Incident in Pico de Pato. There's a faster car approaching. The gap in front is now 1.1 seconds. Right. Still there. Blue flag. Clear right.
Well, and that's the thing about, like, with the multi-class stuff, these guys are going to try to pass wherever they can, and sometimes you just got to use your head and give them as much space as possible. You know, knowing that the prototypes are going to burn everybody eventually. They'll burn you, and they'll burn, when I say burn, they're gonna, you know, mess up a corner for you, slow you down intermittently, you know, so, but they tend to impact everybody equally, so you just got to try to minimize how many times you can run in with them in a place that is undesirable, I guess, for lack of better words.
Car number 5 is now leading. V12 is reeling you in. The gap's now 0.9. He's quicker than you into Senna S. Okay, Rick, there's a faster car approaching.
See that guy
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes. 12.
These two guys are coming up fast, so they're probably going to get me too.
Car left. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left. Blue flag. Milos, car number 4 is on your right. It's to clear right. The car behind's a faster class. There's an incident in Junkow. It looks like it's Macaulay. Blue flag.
Who's that? Purple Corvette. Trying to take a shortcut through the lawn, apparently.
is Bezerra, car number 16, and their rating is 2.0, V11. On your left. He's still there. He's still there.
Move him over a little.
Hold your line. Still there. Okay, Rick. There's a faster class car approaching. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. He's still there. Still there. Blue flag. You're still there. Hold your line.
See if I can squeeze
Clear
him out a
left.
little.
We're halfway home.
Make him work for it a little bit.
Car right.
Yeah, I knew
Still
that
there. Right side's clear.
prototype was going to dive on me.
Right. Still there. Clear right. Right side. Still there. Car right. Clear right.
Dude, you ran into me. Of course I'm going to run you off.
Blue flag.
I don't know. It was probably not intentional, but I think he was trying to muscle his way through and he was getting pissed off that he couldn't get by me. Understandably, but sorry, dude. Gotta stay clean.
V10.
Don't stick your nose in there.
Left side.
Yeah, this guy's gonna try to muscle his
Clear
way
left.
through, which is kind of bullshit, but
Alright, Rick. Don't let this guy distract you. Mark, car number 30, is leading the race.
I pushed a lot on that for some reason. I'm gonna stop watching chat. Although there's no chat, I'm just trying to see if anybody
That's the car
will chat.
behind. Blue flag.
That would have been bad. Run right into a wall because I'm looking up.
Okay, Rick. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Alright, let's see how much fuel they got.
Blue flag.
8 laps.
Car right. Right side's clear. Faster cars approaching. Blue flag.
There again.
There's an incident in Pico de Pato. The next car is Santos, car number 41, and their rating is 1.3. Car right. Clear right. Hodge, car number 24, is now leading. 8th place. Okay, Rick. Faster car approaching. It's their class leader.
Try to look down at my mini map and see if
Blue flag.
I'm about to get lapped by my GT3 class, but the map is like this giant wall of bubbles moving around, so I'm thinking they're talking about this prototype that's coming up.
On your right. Clear right. Blue flag.
He went way off the side.
Incident in Fiorino.
Oop, don't come out.
Blue flag. There's an incident in Senna S. You think it might be Goodwin? Left side. Clear left. Blue flag. There's a faster car approaching. Car left. Clear left. 10th position. Blue flag. There's an incident in turn 2. It looks like Santos. Incident in.
I wonder if that prototype spun him into the wall, or if he just got off in the rumble strip a little too hard and whipped it around.
Okay, Rick, the next car is Harold, car number 28, and their rating is 1.8. There's a group of faster cars bearing down on you. Blue on your left. Clear car left. Clear left. Left, clear left.
Drag my feet here for a second, let this LMP2 get by. They can stick it on the outside. I cannot.
Blue flag.
And they tend to be really, really eager to get by you.
Car right.
Good dude.
Right side's clear. You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. Harold, ahead is pitting.
So according to this, I got 6 laps of fuel remaining, and let's see how much time I got left. Doesn't say. 10 minutes?
P9. Gap to E9. Behind is now 1.4.
Just under 10 minutes.
Right, the guy ahead of us is Lucas, car number 23, and their rating is 1.9. There's an incident in Juncow. Okay, Rick, there's a faster car approaching.
Yeah, I think this Mustang's gonna get me. If he can keep it on track. It's kind of an ominous sound when that Mustang comes wailing up behind you, and all of a sudden you hear a Mustang in your rear view mirror or whatever, and you think you're just going to die. I think he went in hot. Yeah, I will give it that. The Mustang sounds really, really great. My daily driver, I drive a BMW, but I gotta tell you, there's a big part of me that would really like to get a Mustang. Then again, I really do like my BMW.
The next car is a lap behind.
So I got 4 laps of fuel remaining, and I'm averaging, let's see, just shy of 2 minutes a lap, 1 3/4.
P10.
Much time is remaining in the race? 6 minutes, so 4 laps-ish.
Blue flag.
So I am actually going to hit this time.
The class leader from a faster class is behind. There's an incident in Hierino.
So I believe in the IMSA series you have to take fuel.
Blue flag. On your right. Clear right.
You can hunt from the outside, dude. Way wide. He's going to get here. I need to
Left
pit,
side.
so I'm going to let him go.
Clear left. Okay, Rick. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
He's doing the same thing. That's awesome.
The pit lane speed limit is 50 miles per hour. We'll fill you to the end of the race.
Maybe he was thinking the exact same thing as me. He's like, oh, I
300 feet.
gotta get by this guy. I need fuel.
100 feet.
So theoretically, I should not take anything but fuel.
Right front, 86%.
Oh,
Rear right,
almost
94.
could have got out before him.
Keep digging. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. There's traffic on the exit. Keep it tight. There's a faster class car behind.
Imagine if you lost it here on the grass, it would be
Blue flag.
a mess.
There's an incident in.
Pull tires, dude.
Looks like it's, hey, car left.
You got a little greedy,
Clear left.
would be my guess.
The car in front of us is now Harold, car number 28, and their rating is 1.8.
Yeah, a little luck, maybe I can hold him off until the end of the race.
Got 10 minutes of fuel
have-
remaining.
Have to see what position I'm in, see how many spots I lost.
The gap to P3 behind is now 1.9, 1 lap in front. The guy in front is Santos, car number 41, and their rating is 1.3. Blue flag. The leader, Fernando, is pitting. Milos, car number 4, is now in the lead. There's a faster class car approaching.
Prototype coming up.
P8. Clear left. Car left, clear left.
Yeah, the positioning's a little confusing because I hear my spotter tell me, but when I look down
It's getting closer.
on my display, it shows me as like P28, but that's overall field.
Left side. Clear left. Clear left.
Oh, don't burn on the outside. I would have given it to you.
Alright, Rick, there's a faster car approaching. Flag.
Yeah, he'll get me this time.
Left side.
Three wide.
Clear left. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
And props to this purple McLaren for not killing me there when that prototype squeezed through. The thing is, I can't tell if he's a lap up or a lap down. I think he's saying lap.
P9.
Yeah. So he was 9. Well, maybe I can play with him for a little bit. Yeah, a little wide on that one. Getting a little sloppy. Tires probably aren't helping. That's okay.
There's a faster car bearing down on you. It's their class leader.
Go wide, dude.
Car left. Clear left. Okay, Rick, you've used half your fuel. Blue flag. Car right. Clear right. Right side. Clear right.
Yeah, I saw that second prototype coming up, and now I got a third, so...
Incident in turn 7. It looks like John. We estimate you've got car right. Right side's clear. There's an incident in John Cow. Looks like it's Haynes.
I guess that's the end of the race. I thought I had...
There's an incident in John 13. I think it might be Haynes. Yellow flag. Caution. Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go. P12. Okay, it's over. Well done, mate. Good finish.
That was bizarre. Thought for sure I had 2 more minutes left. And the clock over here said 2 minutes, but my checkered flag came up. A little like, all right, so do I finish or not? Well, I'll do one more lap for got 0x out of it, so it was a clean race. Surprisingly, I had a lot of close brushes with people, though. There was definitely paint swapping, but not enough to trigger the incident. This guy flashed a little bit. This guy's over here blowing donuts in the grass. Maybe he won. Or maybe he's stuck. Maybe he's just stuck out there. He's like, a little push, please. That'd be pretty funny. Alright, so I'll bring it around. I'll bring it in the pit, and then I'll watch replay and kind of take a look at the results.
That's the end of the session.
Check out where I finished up. Actually turned out to be a pretty sweet race. Not bad for not intending to race at this track tonight.
What's your speed? "300 feet. 100 feet.
Alright, let's jump out of this and see what the results are.
Left front, 84%. Right front, 83%. Left rear, 93%. Right rear, 92%.
Alright. Yep, good looking car. I like that. Let's go back and take a look at the results once they post here. Alright, results. All right. Looks like I was 28th overall and 12th in class, which isn't too bad. I can't complain about that, considering I think I started, where did I start? I thought I started like 18th or something. Yeah. Yeah, can't complain. I probably got a little bit of points out of that. So what did I got? I got, actually, that was pretty good. I got some I rating out of that. There was only one split for that. My guess is probably because not as many people wanted to run this particular track, or they thought it was going to rain, so they opt out. I think some people just opt out of doing it. If they think there's any chance that it's going to rain, they just skip it entirely. And then got some safety ratings, so I'm pushing 4.97, so right back up high. Very good. All right, well, I will jump out of this and close up for the night. But yeah, I want to thank everybody tonight for watching me race. Definitely had planned on doing that GT3 race. In fact, there's one coming up at 9:15, but I'm probably not going to do that. So maybe tomorrow night I'll do the GT3 race. But I want to thank everybody for watching tonight, for people that made it. Definitely like seeing people around. And again, you know, please hit the like, hit subscribe, leave comments. Love to talk to people. And if people have, you know, if any of you guys have any suggestions for what you like or don't like about this particular format of the stream, doing the POV, I'm trying to do something a little bit different from some of the other streamers that do an actual screen feed. I'm trying to give the people that participate in these races or these streams, people who watch my streams, to kind of give them the perspective of what I see looking in my cockpit, in my immersive cockpit. So that's kind of the intent of this whole thing. But again, it's a new channel, relatively new channel. Been doing video content for probably about a year now, but most of what I've done has been processed after the event and recorded and compiled after. So what I'm trying to do now is bring it into the live stream realm, try to get some more interaction. Love to see people in the chat. It's been pretty quiet and cricket, so either I'm not setting it up right or just people don't feel like talking, which is cool either way. But I like having people around, and I appreciate everybody that decided to spend the evening with me. So have a great night. It's been a lot of fun. Peace, and I'll see you around.